Hello and welcome to episode 57 of the Jumpcast. I am your host for today, Nick, and I am joined by my two other hosts. Feel free to introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Max.
Hello, I'm the other Max.
Yeah, and we are covering chapter 251 of Jujutsu Kaisen as usual. I will just get right into it and go over the summary for this chapter. Very good one. Um, it was just it was a lot of fun. That's the only way I can put it. Okay, so we continue on the fight with Yuta and Yuji versus Sukuna in Yuta's domain, literally just coming back from the last chapter where Yuta used dismantle or cleave on Sukuna, which is then revealed that Yuta either ate the last finger or made Rika eat the last finger in order to get Sukuna's curse technique. So then he's being cut up. He is just being dogged on. Again, this is just another Jump Kaisen chapter. Yuji's hitting him. Uh, Everyone's just dogging on him. Uh, I'll try to cut through this quick. So, uh, Yuji needs Sukuna. Sukuna then grabs him, shoves a bunch of cleaves and dismantles into his torso. Yuji spits blood at him. He's just getting dogged on. Um, Sukuna notes that his curse energy output is plummeting from that barrier between him and Megami being broken down more and more. Um, Again, it's just a lot of visuals. Um, we then see that Sukuna, with his other set of arms, gets rid of Hollow Wicker Basket, as his plan is to just chant and use the World Cutting Slash um, in order to get out of this sticky situation. But Yuji and Utah had already thought of that, so uh, what is it? I think that's Rika as well. Yeah. So Yuji just tries to make sure they can't do the hand signs. Yuta keeps on trying to land hits on him. Uh, Sukuna tries to throw slashes at him. He's like, "Oh man, he is getting weaker. I can get in closer." We then also see the blood that's on Sukuna's face explode, um, basically just revealing that Yuji has blood manipulation. Um, we then get to a cutback where Yuji explains that he read Sukuma's notes, Yuki's notes, excuse me, and just explained that two souls can never become one, except for the circumstance of Mahito. So with that, he's just going to whittle down at that barrier and try to wake up Megami's soul within his body. Angel also then says that that's great because then our curse technique will be a lot more effective and also save Megami in the process and get rid of Sukuna. So uh, as they as they stop him from using Hollow Wicker Basket, he just tanks a hit of Jacob's Ladder. He's burnt and everything. Yuji um, lands another soul breaking punch. That's the best way that I can explain it. And from there, we go into Megami's like innate domain. That's my best way to put it. Where Yuji sees Megami on the ground groveling. He's saying that like he's had enough. He's done with life. Um, this is when Yuji and Yuta realize that they didn't account for the factor that Megami still wants to live. Um, and so then, as Yuji witnesses this, Sukuna is able to get his chance done, and he hits Yuta, Rika, and Yuji with the world-ending slash. Um, and then, as the domain is crumbling, Sukuna and the narrator says that he shouldn't have fallen for this, but he gets stabbed in the back by Maki. So Maki's back, and that's how the chapter ends. Um, so yeah, that was a really
She's
weird
back, baby.
I know. I'm so excited, but also so scared. Um, but
Be
yeah,
interesting to see.
Yeah, I think
very action-packed chapter.
Like you say, is it like a Zenin family trait to like go and stab people in the back? I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
mine never did it. Maybe he's done it, kind of.
to a certain extent.
Um, they're always known for being stealthy. I mean, like Megami even like hides in the shadows. There's that one thing where This is going back to when Hikari had that underground fighting ring, but like all those guards, he like subdued them by traveling in their shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, there were a lot of people pointed out that this scene looks very similar to when Toji stabbed Gojo um during the events of Hidden Inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we're getting Sun Wukong versus Buddha again.
Whoa.
Um, yeah. Anyways, what did you guys think of this chapter?
Absolutely
I
mythical, dude.
no, it was amazing.
Mythical.
Mythicals are good. Yeah, I don't know how I could put it better myself.
Um, yeah, this was just a crazy chapter. Um, again, the art was popping off this chapter. It was so good. The everything going on in Yuta's domain is so fun, and just seeing Sukuna be dogged on is so good. Um, like I don't know. You could feel that like that what is it? Sukuna getting kneed in the face,
Mm-hmm.
and then just the afterwards of like him grabbing onto Yuji and just like blasting him with his curse technique. It's so fun.
It's like it just feel like Sukuna's getting a little angry right now.
Yeah. What is it? I think it's the opposite. I think he's having some fun.
Oh, okay.
Like look at him smile as he just blasts Yuji with those
Yeah, I
cleaves.
was gonna say.
You think that's he's happy fighting him? He's happy that he thought he got rid of Yuji.
Yeah, but what is it? The other thing is that he's smiling when
Oh, I guess he
Maki
is
stabs
smiling
him in the
on
back.
to yeah. Okay. Well, I was thinking it's just because he is like the biggest um Yuji hater. I was gonna say he's just happy. He's hopefully getting rid of Yuji.
Yeah.
Bro's having a grand old time.
Yeah.
Genuinely, though, I thought it was just. I mean, the first, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the first 5 pages of this chapter are just absolutely insane when it comes to the detail and the art.
Yeah.
I also wanted to point out it in most media, whenever, like especially anime, whenever someone's blood starts pouring from their mouth, I don't find it believable. Man, at the bottom of page 4,
Yeah.
wow. Like, holy crap, that's a lot of blood.
I mean, like you see in the panel above, like Yuji's like back, like it looks like his back just explodes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So
Dude, like, what is it? We've been talking about how Sukuna is a certified hater of Yuji, but I think it just goes the same way around. Like, especially with the spitting blood in his face
Mm-hmm.
as he's falling down, it's just like he's not giving him a chance.
Bro is fighting dirty.
dude, he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's like, did this MF really do that?
Yeah, it's hilarious. Also, I think it's funny too on page, I think it's 6. No, on page 7. Um, they are just doing everything they can to keep him from chanting, and they even rip out the stomach, mouth,
yeah.
tongue.
Yeah, the ton. Yeah. That was pointed out. My coworker pointed that out to me, and just like maybe because there's always been this thing of like, what did every challenger against Sukuna like get rid of? Like Gojo got rid of his domain, Kashimo got rid of Megami's body, slash maybe even Ten Shadows.
Mm-hmm.
There's also other theories with that. Higuruma got rid of Martial Solution, and hopefully Yuta with this one and like his reduced reverse curse technique output, he got rid of his ability to do the world cutting slash.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, he did land one more, so
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see.
Well, that is
Um,
the thing. We should probably get into that first. I think, one, it is funny, the panel of just on 13 of just Jacob's ladder and him just getting beamed. I always find that hilarious.
yeah,
Did you guys see on the subject of Jacob's ladder that like Gege redrew that scene of like Sukuna originally getting Jacob's laddered by Angel?
yeah, and the volume.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's like he's being
Yeah,
burned. Yeah,
dude.
he's being burned from the
Gege,
like inside out.
yeah, dude. He's the biggest like Sukuna Glazer, dude. He's making him look like less pitiful and stuff.
Yeah, well, what is it? It's like I interpreted it as that he's taken more damage to his soul because like he goes from like being burned and everything to just like his whole body is black and his eyes are white, just like
Mm-hmm.
being blasted with like all this heavenly energy.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
but yeah,
Also, is this confirmation that Jesus is real? Can we get
Jesus had a
much
crusade,
higher?
so
a truly
hush.
honored one.
Anyway.
Um, the sad thing also with this chapter is that like they were literally so close to getting rid of Sukuna in
Mm-hmm.
that moment, and it's just that Megami, like when the leaks came
Gave
out,
up.
everyone was just like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, Megami through." Like Megami is that one guy that like he's on his phone scrolling through TikTok when his reboot card's getting done at a reboot van, and he forgets about it, doesn't grab his controller, and just gets fucking sniped.
That's such a good way of putting it.
Like he's not locked in.
Bro gives zero shits.
Yeah, which like I don't know, it makes sense. I watched a TikTok where somebody put it into perspective that like the the main and only big reason that Megami ever became a Jujutsu sorcerer was because of Sumiki.
Right.
Uh, and so then like knowing that the only reason that he did all of this stuff is now gone, um, he just he can't do it anymore.
Mm-hmm. His will to keep
That's what
moving
Megami.
is.
I'm really mad at him. I'm looking at this panel right now on 15, just like you fucker.
Yeah, no, he's done.
Yeah,
Also,
he's gone.
what do you guys think? Yuta dead or nah?
I'm holding out hope.
Yeah, I
He's
knew that.
yeah,
I'm
he's alive.
also gonna glaze him and say that he's alive.
I mean, like my thing is like, I think Nick and I talked about it like earlier this week. I think he's alive, but I'm assuming he's probably out of this means he's out of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Or
If
like,
if anything,
yeah,
um, I think it can be the case of like how Uiui and Kirara, I think that's their name,
Yeah.
have been like taking back the bodies. I think that Yuta is trying to heal himself right now. He's struggling a little bit. He's like, okay, I'm gonna be done for right now.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, just look at his
but yeah,
eyes.
I know. Well, like those are the eyes of determination though, still. Like he's like, oh God, I took the hit. I still need to get back up.
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
like he's learning Yuji's like indomitable human spirit technique.
It's just the fuck you know technique.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, Yuta really pulled up with his domain. I think that like this is a testament to how strong he is. I like I love his facial expressions during this entire fight as well. And specifically on page 4 with like his whited out eyes and just doing the uppercut on Sukuna. And then the other one when like he takes the hit of the slash and he just comes back in
Oh yeah.
uh, and cuts off Sukuna's arm.
Oh yeah, and he just like cuts it down the length of his
Yeah.
arm. That's so unsettling.
um,
Same with like Sukuna's mouth getting ripped open. Like, holy crap, Gege, you can really draw.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Dude, Gege cooked.
My God.
Dude, you could tell that Sukuna was in this chapter because the chapter looks phenomenal.
Yeah. The thing that I'm scared about now is it's Maki like 1v1ing Sukuna.
Mm-hmm.
At least I think so because like everyone got hit with that. Like maybe I don't know. It shows that um Yuji also got hit with that slash, but it was mainly at Yuta.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But we're just gonna have her be fighting Sukuna all by herself, and I hope that she doesn't die.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
She'll pull out something.
She probably
She'll
will.
have some sort of anti Sukuna technique.
Yeah.
My
The soul
copium is
splitting
that
Sukuna.
yeah, my copium is that with her body, like with the heavenly restricted body, she can see the slashes
Mm-hmm.
because most of the time
Mm,
they're like invisible to everyone else, and like she can like bob and weave.
because we've known that like Sukuna or not Sukuna, Maharaga could see him.
Right.
Yeah, and like the only other person that like could actually see him was Kashimo
Mm-hmm.
with that third eye right before he got cut by all that grid paper. Um, but
Kashimo
yeah,
really talked so much smack just to be absolutely lit up.
like the 10th strongest character in the verse.
Jesus.
Dude, like it must have been like Kashima's strongest opponent during his era was like farmers. I'm convinced that Kashimo just walked around his era and just went and just harassed random farmers
It's
and
possible.
called himself strong.
Yeah.
It's very plausible that he would have been beaten by Ishiguro. Now that
Like
you
in
think
his era,
about
yeah.
it,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because Ishiguro had a domain.
Right.
Like unless like Kashimo pulls up with a hollow wicker basket and gets dunked on too.
Well, I guess we'll never know.
Guess we'll never know.
Yeah, I guess we'll never know. Um, but yeah, what do you? I don't want to ask it too quickly, but what do you guys think is going to happen next chapter?
Well, we're certainly gonna see if Yuta's dead or not.
I think if Yuta's not dead, he's going to try and switch. He probably has Toto's technique, and maybe he's gonna try and use that to switch.
Oh, that's possible.
Um, or we might get like another moment like what we got when like um the fake clap at the end of Shibuya,
Mm-hmm.
but it's actually like the clap happens and Yuji lands like a black flash or something. Or maybe we also see Yuta land like a black flash, like both of them at the same time land one to get a little power up to keep going, or Yuta just gets pulled out.
Yeah.
Like I said last week, I just want to see I want to see Kari come in. I want to see like a domain poll if
Mhm.
Sukuna can use his domain soon. I want to see them do like a domain poll together.
Oh yeah,
I think that'd be pretty interesting to watch.
that would be interesting.
Uh, I'm sorry. When you were saying all the Toto stuff, I was thinking like, what's Yuta gonna do? Clap and make his legs on top of him instead? It's just like, take the legs out instead, please.
Please.
Um, I what is it? I think if anything, I think Yuta is out of the fight. Maybe like Rika in her disheveled state is gonna hold them together and just like heal, heal, and just like let Yuta heal up and like, okay, I need a minute.
He's
He's
like,
like
give
on
me a
the
second,
sidelines. He's
and then
drinking
I'll
some
come back in.
Gatorade. Yeah, he's like, I need a second, dog.
He's doing what Travis Kelsey did to Aiden Reed during the Super Bowl, like getting in his face and
Oh,
throwing
is
his
that a
helmet on the
spoiler?
ground.
Yeah.
Oh. Um, but yeah, I think, well, what is it? The we keep on saying that we're going to see a POV switch, and I'm still going to stick with that. I think that we're going to take a break from this fight and
Hmm.
have uh Hikari versus Arame.
Like, yeah, now is the perfect time to actually do that.
Yeah.
That swamp.
Yeah. Um, the other thing is that I'm wondering what because Maki isn't going to be the one to finish him. I mean, I wish it was because I love the heavenly restricted characters, but I'm wondering what she's going to do with the soul split katana, like how effective it will be.
That's a good question.
Yeah, again, me and my coworker had a good theory that Maki is like the very backup plan in case Megami couldn't switch back. Is like, okay, we're gonna have her actually try to kill Sukuna, and we'll see how it goes.
Mm.
Probably not well, but um, because I just uh with Maki's attitude, I don't know if she's gonna be that type of like, you can bring Megami back out. It's like, okay, we need to get rid of this thing immediately.
Just kill him. Yeah. Type
She's the
deal.
one that just like slams down on the spider instead of putting it in a cup and releasing it outside.
That's
She's just like, just get rid of it.
that's such a good way of putting it.
um, but yeah, and what is it? After I said the POV switch, I'm thinking like, wouldn't it be weird if Hikari and Arame was actually the last fight of the series?
Just tying
Like,
up loose ends.
yeah, well, like I'm thinking of it as like Arame like just like feels Sukuna's energy like just be gone from the world, just like, all right, fuck it, ice explosion.
Boom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like just have her go all out, just like, oh well, what is it? Am I the last key to the merger?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be really goofy.
Yeah, have like the biggest side character known to man be the one that causes the end of humanity.
I think it'd be really cool to see if like because making me just so done, he actually enables the merger. He's just like, screw it, let's just do it.
Oh
He
my
pulls
God.
he just pull it's like the line from the boys when like Homer's like, let's blow this popsicle. Let's blow this show or whatever. Like his line is.
Bro pulls a Shinji.
The next time, because like what is it? Whenever Yuji punches him, I think that he's gonna have like a chance to talk to him. Like Yuji's gonna get ready for like his Toto speech, like we are the exception.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and like he gets the punch, he looks at him, and it's just like Megami like tapping on Tengen and like, wake up, do it already.
Wake
Come
up.
on, I'm sick of this. He's just like, no, this could not be getting any worse.
It would be kind of funny if the merger did activate and then Megami was the reason why it just didn't happen, and the entire series just culminates in one big Evangelion reference.
I would
That'd
hate
be
the
good.
series if that happens.
Yeah.
um, so yeah, there's so many different things I'm thinking about now. There's this one person also on TikTok that had a theory that uh the whole series is like a chiastic story where like the things at the beginning of the series mimic the end. So like we're seeing that same example with like what's my best way to put it? Like there's like hidden inventory and then there's like this Shinjuku
Oh, how
down
like
with
Geto
like
and like Yuji or Megami near each other,
yeah,
kind of.
that's
Yeah.
another good one to like
Okay.
parallel that. Where like in hidden inventory, Toji tried to kill Gojo. We're getting the same thing with Maki and Sukuna. Like the Kyoto the the fight with the Kyoto students is mimicking the Cooling Games, but the Cooling Games is just like a bigger event. And like we're getting like the strongest sorcerer of today got sealed while the strongest sorcerer in history got released with Shibuya. Like
Mm.
that's kind of like the stopping point where like you saw the reverse happen.
Mm.
So and so then it's like saying that like it will definitely deviate, but like how the beginning of the story happened versus the end,
Mm-hmm.
like it's just gonna mimic each other. I don't know how that would exactly happen. Like maybe like again, there has to be like a awakening or something like that, or Sukuna for some reason has an awakening. But um, yeah, it was just a fun thing to point out that like things are like adding up the same way.
That's interesting to think about. I do wonder if that's intentional. It must be, right?
It. I think it
I think
has
so
to.
a little
Not
bit,
has to,
yeah.
but it's meant to be there that you notice and think that way. So, but
Yeah, I mean, like the parallels, especially were like at that point where like Megami switched, or like Sukuna switched with Megami,
Mm-hmm.
and like Yuji's reaction was so parallel to Gojo, just like the like flabbergasted.
like how could he do that?
Yeah,
And I mean,
or
maybe
like
we'll
what
get
happened
like
to my
something
friend.
similar to like when um Gojo and Geto talk, like the are you Satoru Gojo because you're the strongest, or are you the strongest because you're Satoru Gojo? Maybe something like some sort of just like talk they
I
have,
could
just something like
totally
that.
see that.
Yeah, just
That's
something
so
happening. Like
smart.
Yuji goes back into the soul and is like, dude, we need like
It's your
avenge your
cooking.
sister, avenge Gojo, like, and he's like, no,
Yeah.
I'm just done.
Bro, stop throwing.
He's like, bro, you gotta stop throwing. Like,
Take
lock
up
in.
the ballistic shield.
We need to get one win tonight, dude. Megumi's that friend. It's like you're on a losing streak, and like the friend that like genuinely is tweaking out about it, like after every game.
Bro, we keep getting
You,
second place every single time. I go down
you
and
get
you're the last one up. And then it's just like, you whiff it. And you can't. You have to stop whiffing it, dude. Like, stop picking only shotguns. I know you love shotguns, but pick an AR for once in your life,
You
dude.
can't
What the
rely on the
hell?
frenzy auto. You
you're
can't
on
just use a
controller
frenzy.
and you choose a sniper. Get off the game. I have a crown. I want a victory royale with the crown. Come on, pull up.
He's the one that's like, dude, this is why we just.
It's
This
my
is why we
last
should only
challenge for
play
the
zero
battle
builds.
pass.
I'm about to get the Peter Griffin skin. Come on. That will
God.
age like milk.
Yes.
That phrase right there.
Yes, it will.
Oh, dude, it's not it's not a Jumpcast episode unless we make a Fortnite reference.
Or a D&D
Yeah, I was
reference.
gonna say, yeah, get your bingo cards out. Wait for the D&D reference.
Quit rolling bad saving throws. Come on. I'm sick of your your warlock ass transforming.
Bro, burn your inspiration, please. Please, for the love of God, burn your inspiration.
Oh my gosh.
We can make too many references.
Mm-hmm.
But Max, you're cooking with that. Now I have the idea that Yuji's gonna do the soul swap ability with Sukuna. Like Sukuna will be in Yuji's body for a little bit while like Maki, Hikari, and Yuta try to hold him off while like Yuji is just like he sits Megumi in a chair, just like, come on, bro, you gotta wake up. Please, bro, please.
It's what's the quote that George Lucas said? He's like, it's like art, it mirrors itself, like how the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy are kind of similar. It's like that. They maybe it's that what we talk about, like JJK is like a cycle. And they've been trying to break that cycle, like that was Gojo's whole goal, but maybe the cycle's not going to be broken. Like it's just going to keep going of two people that become friends and one of them somehow becomes evil or something, or not evil but gets disillusioned and
He will
gives
fix
up.
it all.
Yeah.
I just think of like how Toji's the only one that broke destiny.
Right.
So I'm wondering how Maki will fix everything. Because I think that will be like another, like the cycle will repeat. This is also copium because I love Maki. Now I get to be in Max's shoes when it comes to Yuta, but with my
Welcome to my world.
character. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. She'll have one hand tied around her back and still win.
It's the insufferable arc.
Yeah. Drees, we never even got it with you, Drees. What's your favorite character? Or was?
Wait, what?
What is or was your favorite character if they're dead or alive?
Good question. I don't know if I ever really picked someone, now that I think about it.
What you got to now?
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
the problem. Well, okay, let's go down the list. Hikari is Hikari, so, you know.
Yeah.
Maki is mommy. I will stand by that.
I'm gonna say, dude, that's on the internet now. You okay with that?
Don't worry, I'm going to censor it.
I wanted you to add like the whir, whir sound effect. Because that was my thought process when you said that.
I could add that in. I mean, low key, Megami, I think has overall been my favorite.
Really?
Yeah,
That's an interesting one.
I think it's
Megami
just
is a great character.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
he's
So
I do
too.
enjoy him.
I think mostly just from like a storytelling perspective, his character feels authentic.
Yeah. Well, we'll hope that he'll actually clutch up.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. That's actually, oh my God, that makes so much sense now that what is it, Pruden? You said the whole thing with the Yuji and Megami having that conversation. That's totally what the soul switch ability was for. That's totally why Gege wrote that. Oh my God.
I'm glad I'm
All
cooking
the
today.
puzzle pieces are aligning. I'm like, what's his name? Charlie Day from like the Always Sunny in Philadelphia, like
Oh,
the red string. Like it makes sense.
he's like
But yeah,
it's all interconnected.
exactly. But yeah, um, yeah. I don't know what else to say. I mean, the
I don't know.
we're Hikari Urame POV switch. That's it.
Yeah.
That's a good. I think that's a pretty good way of putting it, and I think it's pretty fair that will happen.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I mean, we've been saying that what like 3 weeks now. That was supposed to happen a while ago,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
maybe this means it'll finally happen.
yeah. There was also one other thing that I wanted to mention, which is we you know that there was like one interview where like they talked to like the editor for Jujutsu Kaisen, and
hmm
one of the interviewers saw one of the panels and like he had a really shocked expression. Nobody connected which panel that was. Like,
I saw someone said they like roughly drew it out. Like it looked like to them like Rika holding Yuta's like dismembered body. I mean, maybe
yeah,
that's what it is, and we'll see it like next week or something. But hoping
maybe.
that's not it.
Yeah.
Really
Well, like,
hoping.
I'm wondering what it would have been. I'm gonna like do my own investigation on that, figure out what it could have been. But yeah, all right, that's all I got.
That's
You
all.
guys got anything else you want to add?
That's all I got.
Um, thought I did, but I actually don't. So
No. Well, rip. Okay. Well, then we'll cut it off here. But
Yeah,
yeah,
this is a good spot.
thank you everyone for listening to episode 57 of the Jumpcast. What is it? We're going on break next week just because Jujutsu Kaisen is also going on break next week, if I'm correct.
I think
Um,
so. That sounds about right.
yeah, at least that's what I remember from the leaks. But yeah, thank you so much for listening. If you have any other comments or you got any other theories, please feel free to put them in the comments below, and tell us that we're completely wrong. Um, but yeah, besides that, everyone have a great rest of your 2 weeks, and we'll see you next time. Bye
Bye.
bye.
bye bye.